Hey guys, welcome to a new video. I'm Aya, a children's book illustrator, and today I'm having a challenge. This was a client that told me that she wanted to create a character for a book about her grandmother. And she told me my grandmother was fun. She was kind of like a baddie. She was like a mischievous person. She was unhinged. She was so cool. Um, she described her like she was like a kid. She like had lots of fun, and she had like a pet bird. I don't remember. This was a while ago, and I've been away working on commissions for like since forever. So here am I trying to remember this project with you guys. So here I was working on the grandma. She gave me a couple of references to work on the grandma. She gave me a photo of her and her bird, as well as I believe, an AI generated picture for how she imagines her to look. And then I worked my way from there. So from her description, I imagined that this is a grandma who like pranks her granddaughter, and she like plays with her all the time, maybe hides, maybe like does all kinds of fun things. And one thing I like to do when I'm doing character design to avoid like the mistakes of my character isn't looking consistent, I would like to like create different expressions, and to make that easier, I kind of copy and paste what I drew and change some details about it to make different emotions and expressions for the same character, and also be timely and not have to waste all the time again to recreate the same details that I did. And one trick that I learned is that if you want to make a character look old, you like drop the cheeks a little bit, and it works like magic. And you guys, at this point, she told me I gave her like updates, and she told me like her grandmother's hair was a bit longer, was a bit all over the place. It wasn't like tamed. She wanted her to look, like not so put together, if it makes sense. So I kept changing that with all of my versions. I believe I'm using the 6B brush, the 6B pencil brush. But this was the old brushes that came with Procreate. Like the last time I updated my son's iPad, I noticed that Procreate changed the brushes. So I'm kind of scared to update mine now, and I'm having problem with that. Like I don't want to relearn the brushes that I obviously have. Also, he had like tons of brushes that I had because his iPad was my old one, so he had the same extra brushes. And when we updated the software, obviously, they were all gone. So I'm so scared to update mine because I have current projects. We lost everything on his iPad, which wasn't a big deal because they were all like old projects of mine, so nothing was still important. And I do have them like the final projects, the final images, I do have them saved elsewhere, so I didn't care. And here I was reading some description for the character to see if I needed to like change something about the emotion, and I decided to change something. And this is pretty much how I work on my character designs. I create like one version and then make modifications for this one, and then I use the different emotions that I drew, or the different expressions, to I use them as some kind of reference for when I'm drawing throughout the story. You like start off by drawing different emotions and expressions for your character that you're going to be using throughout the story. And then when the time comes, you use your reference to make your life easier, instead of just having to reinvent the character after a while. And you guys, long story short, I did not get this project. I only drew the character development, but I did enjoy every single part of it. So if you like this video, please let me know, and let me know what else would you like to see. Bye!